Hi guys, I've just put a new article online and it's all about learning all the time, every day, and that's something I like anyway. And in all-in-one you'll find, let's clear the cache, right? Let's clear the cache, the cache, browser, website, and clear the cache. So in phase 7 we learn how to install Arch, and there are articles in here that really go all the way from the beginning. Let's download an ISO and install together. So I've just made this one, all-in-one ArcoLinux installation with the Arch install, so no typing. Yes, awesome. UEFI, X4, systemd boots, SEDM or KDE. Sorry, Plasma. Plasma is missing. SEDM, KDE Plasma, ArcoLinux Spices application, arcolinux-nemesis GitHub. So I do need to add here Plasma to the list, and then it's correct. So I have some time over. Let's rise this thing, right? Let's play around with Plasma, because Plasma is actually very riseable, if that's even a word. But you know what I mean. You can do so many things in design, right? In the meantime, this has changed to SDDM ArcoLinux. Again, I'll probably need to clear and preload the cache. So that includes Plasma, of course. SDDM Plasma. You saw it already. So let's play around. What's interesting to share as well is the phase 7, that the videos I've made that concern the script Arch install are all together here, right? Arch install. And if you have questions or caveats or ideas, and you want to improve things and you want to help them as well in code, here they are. github.com. Ask for some things you'd like to see that happens in the future or something in the roadmap. So as you see the last video. It's 14. The number is important here. 1-14 or 1/14. It means there are already 14 videos talking about the Arch install way back May 2022. It seems even December 21 or even April 21. This Arch install script was there. Okay, now the fun, right? So we can arcify it, as I call it, make it a more ArcoLinux kind of look, or we can just stick in Arch, which is also an idea. Well, first of all, Ctrl-T won't work, Super Enter won't work, Super Shift Enter won't work, Super Ctrl-Alt-F won't work, Vivaldi, nothing works. Super F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nothing works. All these key bindings are in ArcoLinux. And trust me, it's a long job to do all of that. Okay, so we'll have to do some workarounds, which is okay. We're here to learn. So we've got something that's a console. Okay. Console. Can we make this transparent? I don't really like the way it looks default. Full screen, read mode. You check every single thing that they give you, and I say, okay, configure. Looks like a good thing. Profiles, built-in. Okay, double click. No, should do a new one then maybe. Well, let's see first. Behavior, splits, temporary files, thumbnails. Yep, I guess we do a new one. You give it to yourself your name, Eric. Voila. Now we know it's mine. Bin bash and so on. Environment. How big do you need to be? Does it need to be 10, 100, and 1030? All right, 1030 columns. A little bit more in length and a bit in width. Ooh, that's less. And a little bit more. Let's go for 40. And then tabs, we're gonna look, appearance. That's where we want to be, right? We want to make this nicer. This is all black. Maybe just do an OK and an OK and a neo fetch. I've already did the sudo pacman -s neofetch before, so that's why we have it. Let's go back in here because I want to see edit, appearance, apply. I always forget that. Oh, it doesn't change with it like in Alacrity. Nope, doesn't do that. I even can't kill it. So I need to open it again. Console A. And we have this look. Dark pastels. Yeah, each time I need to open it again. Console A. Neofetch. Voila, nice. So it's not applied at all. That's quite cool. So this one is not the default. Set as default. Okay, set as default. Appearance, coloring, apply, and then again console it. Voila. And it's exactly the same thing. Not really, not really. Red, apply. That's obvious, that's different. Okay, machine is looking. And one of the other things that's interesting is appearance get new. And that's the job. That's a wonderful job they've done right in Plasma. That is, I can just click this thing. Well, maybe first look at it. Say, okay, why? Yeah, sure, why not? Install. And then you have it. Utterly North. Okay, here it is. Utterly North. That's the only one? Seems so. Apply. Sometimes there are more than one, right? Console A. Ooh, right. Nice, not nice. Super personal. Now we can't do anything here that we can click. What I want to do more is get rid of the menu at the top. General, tabs, appearance. Let's make the font already a little bit bigger. Now that I see it, up 12. Okay, apply. Cursor, okay. Scrolling, unlimited, please. And here we have something. The scroll bar on the side, don't like it. Hidden, apply. So this is the look for now. A little bit longer, bigger here. And then the keyboard, the mouse, advanced or not tabs where I change anything. I think we need to get out of here, go to general, and then show window title on title bar, remove window title bar and frame. We could try that out, see what that does. And I say, okay, now I've got this. That's not really what I wanted to do. Apply. I want to get the menu bar. So somewhere. We have to look where that is. Appearance, show we need a position, show tab. Behavior. Splits, temporary files, thumbnails. I am missing it. Remember, the window size is not a bad thing. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Show menu bar, Ctrl-Shift-M. Okay, Ctrl-Shift-M. That's better. That's something I can live with. Well, let's try. Super Q is not working. Super Shift Q to kill things. That's all not working because it's not the tiling minimator. No, because we've never told Plasma that it can do that. Close window that way. Let's do all that. Ctrl Shift Q, I see. Control Shift Q. No. Control Shift Q. Okay, Control Shift Q. Console. Now this is our look. And that's the fun. Each little thing that you touch that is available here can be, and then maybe we should better go here or there, can be changed. And not only by with the things that are supplied. So this is supplied by Arch, actually by the Breeze group, by the KDE guys or the Plasma guys, whoever you want to call it. And these three are the guys developed, or the themes developed by Plasma. But you can skip to more detailed configurations, like give me the application style, give me the Plasma style, give me the colors and the window decorations and all that. But what if we went for the bottom, the button at the bottom? Wow. What if we go to the button at the bottom to the right? That. And then you open this up and then you say, oh my god, scroll, 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 wait for it, scroll, 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 wait for it, scroll, 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 wait for it, scroll, scroll, wait for it. And look at the size of our slider. So there's so many choices that there is no way of choosing properly, right? So preview is something, everything, show all entries, and we have a filter here. Most recent first, sort alphabetically by name, highest, show most downloaded. Let's take that one for a while. So Lion look and feel and tame is downloaded a lot. I'm personally a fan more of the, well, these kind of sweet icons, but it's all a choice. This is more softer for the eyes. Dracula, KDE, Nordic, certainly nice. And also a color theme, the Nord color scheme. You can Google that, you'll find it. And in one button, and of course a nice password, all of it gets installed. Now the other day somebody said, I'm trying to theme everything and it doesn't work, it always gets back to the same thing and I'm getting frustrated and blah blah, right? Make sure that sudo pacman -r, I'm trying to remove something that shouldn't be there, Qt5ct. Don't mess with Qt5ct if you want to change things in here. There can be only one. Either is Qt5ct, and today we have to say Qt6ct. Alright? Make sure those guys are not on Plasma, because they will mess things up. It will be conflicting with these guys and will always set back the Qt5 setting or the Qt6 setting. What did I do now? I can say use here. I can immediately click on the button. Awesome. Because normally I will just go up here and go to, there he is, and go in here and say, okay, there he is. Click on it and apply it. So the following will be applied, but it's a global theme, appearance settings, desktop and window layout. Yeah, sure, as well, apply. And in one go, I've changed so many things. What's not changed, maybe you like the Plasma icons, and that's cool, that's good, because everybody is entitled to his own opinion. But maybe you want to install other icons, at white, breeze, breeze dark, Nordish, bluish. Maybe we should open up, voila, and then home maybe, and Control H also. No, Control H was already open. So this is the look now. We have Nordic bluish that we can choose and apply. And then maybe, and that's a thing about Plasma, you see that these are still the KDE icons, and it's something I know, and I can live with it. You need to log out, log in, and then all the icons are applied the way they should be. And even then sometimes they stick around. Then you reboot. There's only one way. You let it apply everything. So I'm gonna check if I did everything correctly. So I said go and use this one, but it might be, and it always depends on the developer here and the icons, that he's still using the Plasma stuff. It might be so. And it says apps, I don't change them. The only thing I change is the look of the folder. That's possible. I've made also themes like that. So these are not the KDE, the Plasma icons for folders. It might be still here, but the only way to know that is reboot. Now, what did I see? SDDM wasn't looking very nice, was it? This blue thing is not nice. Do hope that the Plasma guys make a beautiful default SDDM theme that you say, I don't need to change it because I like it, right? Start up and shut down, is it there? Yes, SDDM login. So if we say go and change this one, I use this one by default, then we don't see the blue thing that we just saw, and we got something else. And there is one thing more I would like to do. I don't like to wait. Maybe you like to wait. I don't like the splash screen. All these animation effects, it's nice, but no, none apply. We close everything. Let's maybe do a reboot, and maybe the icons are okay. So this was a UEFI with systemd, no grub. What else? SDDM, KDE selection in the Arch install. And here we are at a nice greeter, SDDM. Voila. Icons are correct. And how about these guys? So these guys are not correct. Well, not in my eyes anyway. So the animation, I think, is still Plasma. Some of them are not Plasma. Some of them are, it seems to me, feels to me, and some of them are not. But this is already a nice look. And the sound is off. That's quickly done. The sound is on. It's always tricky. Well, always, no, I'm exaggerating. But yeah, sound matters, of course, and not only sound, but also then the Bluetooth connection later on. So, quick test. The Navy. Okay, stop. Let's not get problems with YouTube. But I heard already the sound in the back. And you can set it here, and you can set the sound here, and then you drag it all up. So, sound is okay. And if, yeah, no, that we can't do. I wanted to type an alias. So I'm always pressing here Ctrl-Alt-T. Nothing happens. Audio is something we type to know, am I on Pulseware, on Pulse Audio, or on Pipewire? Right? Any of our aliases are not present. Maybe, right? Get the ATT in. We call that a short. Let's maybe do first minus SYYU. So if you want to make this thing a pure Arch, you have to get rid of the 3 lines there. ArcoLinux repo, right? But if you say, cool, I can get in, for example, the Arch Linux tweak tool. Bash completion is not done. So bash completion is something nice. That means if it's installed, voila, it's now installed. And if I log out and if I log in, I can use my tab. And I would so miss my tab. I'm so tired in typing console. You go to the panel, to the desktop, to the task manager. Now he's here. Sudo pacman -SYYU. All right, everything is available. All the databases are in. Pacman knows that is there, that is there. Sudo pacman -S, arch. Don't have to type everything. Tab, to tab, git, enter. He gets in all the stuff. Yeah, and if you have this, wow, anything is possible. Now, the normal average user will say, let's install and run ArcoLinux in Tweetle. It's an application, so you look it up in the applications. Me, I want to launch it like this, because then I see what's going on in the app. It also shares with you that this machine, this tool here, ArcoLinux Tweetle, will run on CachyOS, Archcraft, Amos, should delete one, doesn't exist anymore, Reborn OS, Axel, Linux, Manjaro, Garuda, EndeavourOS, Arizer, Kali, ALCI, ArcoLinux, and of course ArcoLinux. So this is Swiss knife. You can do all kinds of things with it. It's like installing the icons, Sardi icons. There are also Plasma icons available for it. So do you want to have the Surf and Plasma Dark Tela, or the Surf and Plasma Dark, or the light? Theming, all kinds of theming. Now, this is more for GTK and less for Plasma, but we have 35 desktops. So you decide what you use where. And auto start is here. Design, we can design more. Theming here, icons and cursors, desktop. We can just install Awesome. Why? Because it's the first one. Install up, and we have now Awesome on our Plasma machine. So I do promote that you use tiling window managers, but it's sometimes not that. Yeah, you need to grow into it. I think that's the best way of saying it. You need to grow into it. So quit ATT and log out. Log out. And that's why it's interesting to have it side by side. Oh, that's changed. Side by side with something else, like XFCE or Cinnamon or Plasma. And then at some point in time, if you have a half an hour to spare, say, let's do this. Let's go inside Awesome, and let's have a look and let's play. And here, of course, all the key bindings work. Ctrl-Alt-T is going to work. I am still on Arch, but this is the configuration of ArcoLinux. And I don't mind that it's the logo of Arch. It's a beautiful logo. Keep it, right? But it's the configuration of ArcoLinux, which runs now, dictates now my system here. Super Shift Enter. If Thunar is installed, it will launch. Super F5 if Melt is installed, one of the tools I can only recommend to compare file 1 with file 2. Super F5. There it is. Compare files, compare folders. What changed? Super Q, Super Shift Q. And there you are. And if you say, okay, Ctrl-Alt-E, let's do it like we're supposed to do it. Ctrl-Alt-E launches the ArcoLinux Tweetle. There is no terminal to have a look at it. And it will look different everywhere, right? Because we've just done something in Plasma. We've used the Nordic colors, and voila. Now it looks like this. Nothing to do with us. Everything to do with the choices you've made. So if you want to go back to a non-ArcoLinux, that's this button, that button, that button. Ctrl-Alt-T, sudo pacman -SYYU, and that's a smart thing to do. You're now back to Arch, pure Arch. There will be no updates on ArcoLinux. None of the packages will change. It's gonna still be a pure Arch system. But yeah, Awesome is here. but it will not be updated. There are consequences with setting the pacman, the ArcoLinux repos off. But it's as easy as click, click, click. Otherwise, etc pacman.conf and go put the hashtag in front of it. So grub is no go because we've chosen for system B, and it says we believe you're in a system that uses system dboot. Grub cannot be used. There are some fixes around here. Fix keys that get into problem. The ArcoLinux keyring is always the thing to watch out for. Privacy, pacman, neo-fetch mirrors, services maybe, audio installed, everything works, so keep off. Pulse audio service active, pipe-wire service active. They're both active, but one of them is actually used. And that's something maybe we can incorporate. Our shell, bash RC shell, ZSH shell, fish shell, they all have been programmed, but they're not used. Nano, bash RC. This is the beautiful bash RC from ArcoLinux. LS. What if we want to have our ArcoLinux version back? Now we have it. Editors for us, nano, visual is nano, history, etc, right? Scroll through it. So basically update, and that's our command to update. So super 2, Control T, update should work. There's only one caveat. It needs to be loaded. The bash RC needs to be sourced, need to be loaded. That's important. And it is, otherwise it wouldn't work. Opal, Paru, command not found. Why? In our bash RC, we have all these applications that we use. Select them all, install these applications, wait for it. Every single thing is being installed, done. Difference, up all works. Up, lop, doesn't work. Paru, command not found. Paru, oh, look at that. Some of them were, it's our own mistake. Why? Reason. You want to install something that's not in the repo. You told pacman to ignore ArcoLinux repos. Consequence, the machine says, okay, then I won't install it. So back to the shells, back to extra, select them all, do it again. Doesn't matter if the others are installed or not, it just skips it. Say, oh, it's there, never mind. Now the missing things like Paru are being installed. Although I don't see the message pop up, or did I? There he is. Yeah, and then up all. If we source it, source bash RC, let's see if that's the reason. And there he is, up all, Paru. So Paru, I don't know, Paru icon theme. And then you see you can have a lot of packages all about icon themes from the AUR. Alright. Anything else worth mentioning? Lots of things here. The Control T thingy. Now we have neo-fetch. Yeah. Enfin. So many possibilities, many choices. And in the end, it's all about you making choices. You start with Endeavour OS and do your thing with it. You start with Garuda, do your thing with it. You start with ArcoLinux, like in these videos, and you do your thing with it. The same applies for ArcoLinux. We provide you something that's not perfect. You make it perfect in your eyes. Not only the icons and wallpapers and themes, but the applications you are missing and the applications you don't want, and so on. And everything, these things, well, is still no. You make, and I can't say it enough, so voila, another mention in this video is learn how to script. Life is so much easier if you learn how to script. After any ArcoLinux installation, I run this one. I git clone it. That says explained here, I believe. Use git git clone. A clone is here, and a question mark. Maybe they explain. Git control find clone. Voila. There's several ways to clone repositories available on GitHub. Any other mention? No example. Here, when you git clone and then the URL, you have everything locally on your machine, and I run 0. And 0 says, you know what? Start to remove stuff. First get rid of, and if I'm on Endeavor, and that's number 400, if I am on Endeavor, do this. If I am on Garuda, do that. Right? Here it is, when on Carly, when on Ariser. And this is fun. So whatever Arch Linux based distro you choose, you have to change them anyway, because it's never perfect the way you see it. So there are lots of R's. Remove me all that I don't want to have. If I'm on Arch, I'm not interested in all these things. I don't have an AMD. I don't have Broadcoms. I don't want a dark HTTPD. And so on. A long list of things I don't want, and eSpeak and all that, and it's for blind people. Don't want all that. So you sift out the stuff you don't want. And if I'm Garuda, I don't want Blueman. I don't want the Garuda XFC settings, the Redshift and the HBlock. Decisions. You make your own decisions, but well, it's an advice. Have a look. If you think you can use this, and then do after a clean install, say, okay, I'm gonna run something similar. All right, gotta go. Cheers.